All right there. Good morning and thank you for joining us. This is TVC Breakfast Saturday, and yes, I am Kemi Folade with Emmanuel Ajayi. It's good to see you. Drums rolling. And yes, Saturdays are for parties, as we have seen in that wonderful music interlude. They're for Owambes, they're for you to lounge if you have nowhere else to go to, you know, to the social scene that is. But Saturdays are also for catch-up, especially in the fascinating world of news, sports, entertainment, and more. And that's what TVC Breakfast Saturday is built to serve you with. Today will not be an exception. So welcome on board. It promises to be a wonderful 2-hour session with us. We are delighted that you can, of course, join us once again, and we don't take this for granted at all.
Definitely.
Emmanuel,
we are not taking this for granted.
how are you?
I'm fine.
This morning.
Great. And looking good. And I can see that you're
I can see you're looking very,
last night
very dashing in your combo.
Well, thank you very much for that compliment. Last night we had this engagement somewhere around, is it Otedalai area of Lagos, where we had this get-together, and I go home around past 11. Oh,
you were there.
Yeah.
Okay, you tell
me
more.
You missed that particular
you tell me more
get-together.
about it. Okay.
And funny thing is
just pardon
that,
me. Pardon me.
We need to celebrate ourselves.
Absolutely.
Despite anything that is happening, let's celebrate ourselves and let's enjoy ourselves. Believe in yourself, and definitely you will get better.
I totally agree, and I'm happy for our sister, our colleague, who was being honored at that program yesterday. We can only wish her the very best. I communicated with her and sent my apologies for not joining in. Trust me. Oh, take away the miss.
The sumptuous meal, and kudos to Babajide.
BKO for making it all happen. Yeah. And yes, indeed, that was, indeed a very wonderful gesture on his part. All right there. So the show has started, and we have, a lot to talk about. One of the biggest stories of the week, and that's about the move by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, which has now declared the former Kogi State Governor, Yahaya Bello, wanted. And this is over alleged offenses relating to economic and financial crimes, this to the tune of 80.2 billion naira. This follows the refusal of the former governor to submit himself or honor the invitation of the Anti-Corruption Agency, which says that anyone with useful information as to the whereabouts of Mr. Bello should report immediately to the commission or the nearest police station. Meanwhile, counsel to the EFCC told the Federal High Court in Abuja on Thursday that the former governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, is absent from court for his arraignment, which was scheduled for that day because he is being protected by someone with immunity. The EFCC says serving Mr. Yahaya Bello with a 19-count charge of money laundering has been difficult. TVC News senior reporter Celestina Area reports.
Immunity is not attached to a home, but to a person. This was a submission of Kemi Pihenro, counsel to the EFCC, as he expressed disapproval how the former governor of Kogi State was allegedly whisked away from his Abuja residence. Mr. Pihenro, who is prosecuting the case for the EFCC, says if it is necessary, the commission will seek the support of the military to arrest the former governor of Kogi State. He insists Yahaya Bello should not be on the run if indeed he is innocent. It was a fundamental rights suit filed by former governor. The EFCC was represented in the suit. The EFCC has appealed the ruling, and the Court of Appeal is yet to decide on it. The defense counsel says the action of the EFCC is unconstitutional and the court lacks the jurisdiction to entertain any charge from the EFCC. Counsel to the EFCC disagreed with the submission of counsel to Mr. Bello. He held that the ruling in the substantive matter on the suit was delivered on 17th March by the Kogi State High Court. The court in its ruling held that for the former governor to be arrested or arraigned, the EFCC must first seek leave from the court to do so. It is in line with that judgment the EFCC, through an ex parte application, filed for the order seeking the arrest of the former governor, which was granted by the court. The court also ordered that Mr. Bello be produced in court today for his arraignment. The court adjourned to 23rd May for ruling on the substituted service of the charge of Yahaya Bello and his arraignment.
12 of AGF also allows a law enforcement agent to break down any premises where a defendant may be hiding. And so the state will invoke all its powers within the law to ensure that he's produced in court for the purpose of arraignment and it's in his own interest.
The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission is empowered under Section 6, Subsection 7 of the EFCC Act of 2004 to investigate, arrest, or invite any person for questioning. However, the Commission was stopped yesterday from effecting arrest on the former governor of Kogi State despite the order granted by Justice Emeka Wete for the arrest of Yahaya Bello. Today, the AGF, through a press statement, says the EFCC is constitutionally empowered to carry out its lawful duty, and citizens should desist from obstructing the operatives. Celestina Area, TVC News, Abuja.
All right, so this is not new to many observant Nigerians. This imbroglio, this controversy involving the powers of the EFCC to arrest individuals, especially politically exposed persons. We saw the drama, in the past, not too long ago, involving a former governor, Imo State, Okorocha. We saw the, people called it the gangster style, in which the EFCC's operatives, tries to effect arrest. And, now we are walking another path again. And as of now, Mr. Yahaya Bello has yet to surrender, but there is a return date, that's next week, and people are, hoping that between now and then it should be sufficient time to put both houses in order. Okay. And know which of either side will prevail to reason and end this drama, because this is just one element of a trial that will no doubt be a very long process. It's an arraignment. There is a trial. There is going to be a trial afterwards. And for this humongous alleged fraud amount, of course, there's going to be a lot of witnesses involved in the case and all of that. It doesn't appear to be a trial, if and when it happens. It doesn't appear to be a trial that will end anytime soon.
Well, it's a big allegation on the former governor of Kogi State, talking about the 80.2 billion naira fraud in that particular state. And quite funny enough that the EFCC at the moment is saying, where is Yahaya Bello? There were allegations that he was whisked away by his successor, Usman.
Who has even denied it.
Ododo has denied that particular allegation. But the EFCC came out to condemn the attempt as a frustration to the agency's operation. But in the face of this heated battle, Bello's media office accused the anti-corruption agency of a witch hunt against the principal. So it's a back and forth argument, and this time saying, where is Yahaya Bello at this time? He's been declared wanted by the EFCC. You recall that Yahaya Bello took over the affairs of Kogi State January 27, 2016, and he spent 8 years in power. But with all these allegations, we hope that the EFCC will be able to come out with substantial proof to be able to do the needful. But my concern at the moment is the conflicting court orders. You remember that there's a court order in Kogi State restraining EFCC to arrest, not to arrest the governor, the former governor. And also there's a federal high court order in Abuja which gives the power to the EFCC to continue with the arrest. So why are we having all these conflicting court orders in the country?
Have superior jurisdiction? All right, these are questions that even the legal community appears to be divided. And like I was saying earlier on, it's just, an element of a long criminal process. And we hope we can get past this hurdle and move to the critical issue as to whatever happened to this said funds that belongs to the Kogi State government to be used for the development of the state and its people.